How about we turn it to the top of the 8th now, where we have the Tigers, who are still at 2 runs themselves, along with the Waves. And we begin inning number 8. And we have Paul Stone, who absorbs ball number 1. After Stone, it's going to be Burr and Rory. Pitch number 2. Makes it 2 balls in a row. High he upstairs towards the brim of the hat for Stone. Smith winds and delivers, and that is chopped foul. It's foul. Stone was booking it like he had to bust the catch, but we can go ahead and bring it back. That evens our count at 2-1.
Good hustle, Luis. Good hustle, bud. Let's go.
In the 6th, Stone successfully bunted to first, but he tried to get a little base happy and got picked off. Stone flops that up in the air. Let's see if it's made. It is caught by Baldwin. As I say that, Baldwin indeed did throw Stone out in the 6th, as I was saying. Stone did try to get a little base happy. And speaking of Baldwin, the catcher for the Waves, that will go ahead and give us the first out of the 8th. And with that, we'll see Jason Burr walked in his last plate appearance. A strikeout and a ground out. Baldwin has to hop to his left to pick up ball number 1 in the dirt. Here's another pitch. Same spot, same result. Burr with a batter's count of 2-0 now. After Burr, it's going to be Rory and then Hall. Burr batting from the left side of the bag. Smith with the pitch. And now Baldwin can't find the ball. I thought he had sure possession, but he's got to go backwards to get it. Goes back to the... Okay, he's got it, so he threw it to Smith. Okay, so they found the ball. One of those slow rollers in the dirt. Burr still working with a good count, and there's a strike. And Burr thought he said, "You mean ball 4?" Umpire was like, "Nope, strike 1." So still with a favorable count for Burr, but it's 3-1 now. Smith, here's the pitch. Swings for air. That is strike 2 for Burr. So quickly from 3-0 count to a 3-2 count, and here's the pitch. Slice foul to the left side of the bag. It is drop third strike. Let's see if Baldwin can go to the gate and get it. Saying it was a foul. Sorry, ball, excuse me. We're going to keep Burr honest at first. Rory in the bag now. And he pops it up in the air. Let's see. And just over the fence. Here's another pitch from Smith. Just a bit slow in the swing. And that's strike number 2. Rory in the box, Stone at first. Here's the next pitch, and he is plunked. As soon as he did that, his back turned and didn't go that way like it's supposed to be designed. That will go ahead and advance Bird to second, and that will go ahead and put Rory first.
Don't need anything big. Make some contact. Here we go.
And that brings us the 9-man, Trevor Hall. After Hall, we will jump to the top of the lineup. 1-0 count. Smith. Was ready to fling it to Williams at second. Here's the pitch. Outside in the left corner, but it's still a strike. Here's a 1-1 pitch from Smith. It is chopped into right. And that will go ahead and put Hall at first. Let's see the throw to home. Can Burr get there in time? Easy. So an RBI single for Hall. And that sends Burr all around the world to go home. And that will put actually Rory at third. And that does give the Tigers the 3-2 advantage. So 1 out here in the top of the 8th.
Let's go.
1 out so far, and 1 run has been recorded. So let's see if Smith can get out of this jam. Corners are split. Baldwin was ready to throw off the catch.
Hey, we got 1 down.
Miles awaits. Chops it up. What do you do? Well, you could throw to first, which is what Smith did for Douglas, and that will go ahead and get another out. So Smith with a little bit of the hot potato, figuring out what to do next. Two outs here in the bottom of the top of the 8th, excuse me. Up next, we have Cam Kent hitting for the right side of the bag. Kent packs it backwards. Smith. Kent gets some air under it. Let's see. Does Trent snap it? Yes, he does. Easy for Trent. So we will go ahead and flip to the bottom of the 8th. There was a run that was scored. A hit was recorded. No errors. And actually a 2 on base. And that gives the Tigers a lead. So we will head to the bottom of the 8th to see if the Waves can even this contest or perhaps take the lead. We will find out in a moment as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Our score is 3-2. Tigers are on top of the Waves. Stay with us, and we have more baseball action to come right here. We begin the bottom of the 8th with a strike on the left corner for Victor Trent. As I say that, Trent swings and pulls it foul to the left side of the gate and puts him in an 0-2 hole rather quickly. After Trent, it's going to be Adams and Nash. Your 2 and 3 hitter. Trent readying for the right side of the bag. Here's the pitch. And that is quick work. And that strikeout will retire Trent and send him back to the dugout. Up next, we have Wally Adams. Adams, who did single, in fact, he singled twice earlier in the game. He hasn't had action since the 5th. So this is, it's his first time in a while. So we'll see if he can get something going for the Waves. Strike 1. Adams with the red hat as opposed to his teammates wearing the blue hat, but he's had everything else. So he's quite patriotic. Slings it over to shortstop. Let's see if they make the throw to first. And Miles is able to catch it. So from Kent to Miles, that's 2 quick outs for the Tigers. So yes, it is indeed it for Nick Nash. It's on him. Just does a few stretches, gets ready to go. Strike 1. So the last 3 batters for the Waves. The first pitch has been a strike. Let's see if the Waves can do anything different. The dirt. 1. Here's the 3rd pitch. That is a strike. Nash steps out of the box to compose himself. He's staring down a 1-2 count. Steps out of the box. The Sirens are in hot pursuit. Nash back in the box. Lucas Trent, shoulder survey, sends it in. And that is a strikeout. And that will go ahead and end the game. That'll end the game, and your Tigers will come away with the 3-2 victory. To conclude this 8th for the Waves, you had no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one was left on base.
Nice job. Nice job.
So it was a good contest to be had by all. It was pretty slow in the beginning. You had the Waves, who did strike first with a run of their own from Victor Trent. But it wasn't until the 5th inning when the Tigers stalled some action of their own with Trevor Hall and Max Miles both getting on base, but then can get around the world to score some runs of their own, and that put it at a 2-1 advantage. And then Trent, again for the Waves, scored a run of his own, so that would make it 2-2. And then we flip to the 8th, where Jason Burr was able to come home from the Trevor Hall RBI single. And that put the Tigers on top 3-2. Stay with us. We will have more action and recap to come. Paul Marshall with you on the call. Stay with us.